This is the Cowboy, James Storm of Impact Wrestling.
And this is the It Factor, Bobby Roode. And together, we are Beer Money Incorporated. And you're watching Media Spotlight UK.
Yes.
Welcome to this very special presentation on Media Spotlight UK. I'm your host, Aatif Nawaz, and with me today we have Beer Money. They're back together and they're in London right now. Welcome to the UK, guys.
Thank you very much, man.
Thanks for having us.
It's great to have you guys back. It's great to see you guys back together. It's been a long time, right?
Yeah, no, this is kind of weird, like sitting beside each other again.
Yeah, I know, because you guys were,
It's like a bitter divorce.
it was bad, man.
Yeah.
He hit you with your favorite beer.
Well, thanks for bringing up bad memories.
But how did you apologize?
Of course I did.
Did you?
Wait.
How did you do it? Can you
Oh, yeah,
remake
you did. You said you're sorry. On
I said I'm sorry.
Okay.
on Impact? Yeah, fair enough. And that was cool with you.
It's about as good as it gets for me.
That's, I guess so. I guess so.
I told him I was sorry, too.
So you guys are back together, and this is very exciting for fans. Obviously, it was such a beautiful moment when you guys, did the beer thing and you're
cry
back
on
together.
us.
It's emotional.
Tearing
It's
up?
a difficult moment for me, right? It's a difficult, but it was very cool, right, to see you guys back together. And you're going to be in London, you're going to be in the UK for this the tour, the TNA tour, and we're all very excited about that. What are the biggest things you guys are looking forward to doing now that you're back together? Is there a fifth Beer Money tag team title reign that we're looking forward to?
Well, I mean, that's the objective, right? I mean, anytime you're in this business, whether you're a singles wrestler or a tag team wrestler, your goal is to be the best, and when you're the best, you're a champion. So we didn't get back together just to have a few beers and spend some money and have some fun. We obviously want to be recognized once again as the best tag team in the world, and we're gonna try to do that and try to become world tag team champions once again.
Yeah, and when you say one of the world's best tag teams, that's perfectly valid because, of course, Pro Wrestling Illustrated called you guys, well, they awarded you the best tag team of the year, 2008 and 2011. Did you guys know that, by the way?
Yeah, we just
I
actually
totally
found
know
that out. Yeah.
You got the tattoo
Good-
right over here.
Good trivia question there.
Fantastic. That's cool. So this is great to see you guys back together. And I want to also point out that some people might not remember, both individual TNA World Heavyweight Champions as well. That's pretty cool. What has been your favorite moment, like in the time that you've been apart? Longest reigning as well.
I think I was the shortest reigning. So
Do you know how many-
Look at that. See, we
There
still
you
got
go.
something in common.
Can you tell me how many days he was reigning?
I'm going to say 235.
That's
Higher.
It's higher. Yeah, go on.
Oh,
256, right?
256 is the right answer. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, who's counting?
That was
though,
my
right?
next guess.
Who's
Why'd
counting?
You ask me, not you.
Well, see, so here's the thing. So you're both former TNA World Heavyweight Champions, right? I mean, is that something that's kind of on the horizon still, or are you guys just focusing on World Tag Team for the time being, or are you kind of aiming for that World Championship as well at some point in the singles level?
Right now I think we're concentrated on rebuilding the tag team division. I think for the last couple of years, it's been kind of put on the back burner, so to say. Even though there's great tag teams in the division, I don't think emphasis has really been put on them. And I think with the reemergency of Beer Money, I think that crap's about to change.
Yeah, no, most certainly is. And, of course, it's a brand new start for TNA as well. Brand new channel. Same channel in the UK, by the way, still Challenge. And, they love you on there. It's like the best-rated wrestling show in the country. True story. So, it's huge. It's a huge start for TNA right now, restart for TNA right now. And as you guys rebuild, we're going to say goodbye to a legend very soon, it seems like. It's going to be Kurt Angle's farewell tour, this one. And Bobby, of course, you've got the privilege of being one of his final opponents. What did that mean to you when you found that out?
Very excited and very humbled, really. To find out that Kurt, handpicked me to be one of his final opponents it's a huge honor. Obviously Kurt and I, we've had some great matches in the past, so to be able to come over here to the UK and this is one of my favorite places to wrestle, the UK, and obviously Wembley Arena, how historic it is, and I've had some of my most favorite matches in that arena. So I think this one with Kurt will be no different, and it's going to be a pretty special night for everybody.
That's most certainly is. Of course, I'm sure you've got great memories of wrestling Kurt as well, because you beat him for your first title, didn't you?
Yeah, I beat him in 3 seconds.
That's how long the pin lasted.
Actually, I always mess with him because every time I tell a story, it gets shorter and shorter. He's like, pretty soon you beat me in 2 seconds. I went, hey, that's how good I am. I'm just throwing that out there.
No, that's cool. So obviously, you're back in TNA full time. You were sort of slightly flirting with doing something else recently. We saw you in the NXT arena, sitting next to quite a notable WWE person. What was going on there?
Is this something that I got a call to come down there and do some stuff, and I wasn't doing anything, so I just took the opportunity to go down there and show them what I had and stuff, and at the end of the day, I just made a decision for myself and my family, and when the idea came back out with beer money, I just like, man, that'd be fun to do it again.
It most certainly is. And what was it like for you, actually, Bobby, when this idea came to kind of reunite beer money? Obviously, you've been doing so well in singles competition for such a long time. Had great matches, a great reign. We just got used to it. I mean, I don't know if you guys have followed those memes on the internet, but the Bobby Roode, mate. I mean, they're all over the place because you just kept winning and winning and winning. So you get, and now you kind of, you're back in beer money. What was it like when you first heard that idea come back to fruition?
I knew it would happen one day again. It's been 5 years, and I think the timing was right. I think, like James said, the tag division needed a little kick in the butt, and the new network in the States, Pop TV. I think it just something fresh, I guess you could say. What's old is new again, is the old saying. So, I think obviously, like you said, we've both been world heavyweight champions, and our singles careers have been great. But I think we're most recognized for beer money, and when we've been apart for the last 5 years, regardless of where we are, what town we're in, what arena we're in, or what company we're working for, there's always the chain of beer money everywhere we go. So I think it was inevitable that we would get back and have another run as a tag team. With that being said, I was pretty excited.
Yeah, and it's exciting for fans as well. Now, obviously, we're gonna have some fun now. You guys are in the UK. You are beer money, right? So, what is your favorite British beer?
The cold ones. I mean, I don't know how people actually drink warm beer. Do you drink warm beer?
No.
Like what is with that?
I don't know. I guess it's just the novelty of anything being warm in the UK.
Yeah.
Because it's always freezing here, so I guess they just want the warm.
Yeah, but I got a problem with that because I live in Canada. And this is not freezing here.
Sure.
It's damp, it's cold, but there's no snow. There's no ice. I mean, I landed here last night. I flew out of Toronto, and it was like snow all over the place. It was cold. There was ice on the runways. I mean, I was in a parka. I mean, that's cold, and I still will not drink a warm beer. I mean, I'll have a shot of a whiskey to warm up, but it's always got to be a cold beer.
And nothing like against the money here, but come on, man. The pounds, they're coins.
Yeah.
Have you ever went to a strip club and tried to throw a pound, at a stripper?
I've honestly never done that before.
It's not good. It's like, take my dollar. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Make it rain. Wow.
But ironically enough, that pound is worth more.
Get back my pound then, woman.
They've actually, if you go to the strip clubs in the UK, they've actually got little pound dispensers on the.
No, they don't. They don't. On the backside.
No, this is great. So
is that what that was, a slot machine?
We made it a slot machine.
Brilliant. Okay, so well, apart from when you're not in the UK, then when you're in home in North America, what kind of beers are you tucking into?
I mean, I drink just about anything. I drink Coors Light, Bud Light, Budweiser.
Have you guys ever thought about launching your own beer? It kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Surely.
That's what we need to get into.
Yeah,
next, I think.
Because Steve Austin recently launched his own beer, didn't he? He's doing quite well. You need to give him a call and ask him how to hook that up.
Yeah, Steve, call me.
Yeah, totally. Steve Austin, share the love, man. Share the love. It's beer money. You need your own beer. It seems like an obvious tie-in to me, right? Anyway, that's cool. So, listen, guys, you're back on the road together. Do you guys fly together now?
No, because he usually flies out of Canada and I fly out of Tennessee. So I think New York, is that where he usually?
Well, I mean, I flew out of Toronto. Luckily, I had a direct flight. But anyways, we wave at each other in the air.
Yeah.
And then,
but when you're doing the towns and stuff, like, do you room together now? Save a bit of,
No, I mean, I get my own room. I'm the money guy, so
sure.
I think we're at a point now where we're both a little older and a little wiser. So I think we kind of like, after we go to the hotel, we like our own privacy. So it's always nice to have that downtime, that alone time.
I haven't seen a room in forever because usually the hotels we go to now, the bar is open 24 hours.
Wow.
So I just sat there.
Yeah. Just we'll work it out all night.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Why spend money on the room or have him spend his money on the room?
There you go.
Why not just sit there and drink it?
That makes perfect sense, I think. So here's the thing. But there was a time when you were starting out, right, and you guys were a part of different tag teams as well. It's quite irritating, actually, as a fan, I've got to tell you, because you've got multiple tag team title reigns as part of different tag teams. Do you know what I mean? Because you've got all this other other partners you've had and stuff, which kind of messes it up a bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The symmetry of the title reigns, right? But when you were starting out, right in the very beginning, okay, you guys, I mean, everybody cuts corners in the beginning, right? You got to save some money. Did you guys room together in the very beginning?
No, we actually never.
You never roomed together?
Yeah, we didn't travel
Oh,
at
man.
all. Yeah.
Okay.
Because he was part of Team Canada in the beginning, and
Yes,
I was part of AMW. So.
Yeah, America's Most Wanted, of course. Yeah. Okay, so who's been your favorite person to room with then, James?
This guy. I'm just joking. No, I mean, I don't think I don't really share rooms with people.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys are really private. That's really odd.
Yeah.
I expected like you guys to be really, like
I
hugging
think
each other.
when I was starting out on the indies, you know, I think a lot of guys, you know, you cram 5, 6, 7 guys, however many guys you can get into a room, you know, in there. But you know, once you start making a living at doing it, I think we feel like we kind of paid our dues.
Sure.
And now we room with so many people through the years. Now we kind of want to be by ourselves.
Of course.
It's kind of when you think about it in the real life outside of the wrestling business, you can think of it like. You know, your college years. When you're in college, you live in a dorm, maybe, or you live with a bunch of people in a rooming house or something like that. When you're done college, that's the last thing you want to do is have a roommate. You want to have some space to yourself, and I think that's where we've been. I mean, I remember breaking into the business and wrestling in a territory in Canada, and we had 11 guys living in a 3-bedroom house.
Wow.
So, you know, once you get to a certain point in your career and you're able to afford a hotel room on your own, you know, you're going to do that because it's that downtime when you're with the guys from noon hour until, you know, 11 o'clock at night when you're at work at a building. It's nice to go to a hotel and have some quiet time.
Nah, I could appreciate that. Now, guys, just before we wrap this up, right, I want to ask you guys, because you're back together, we're going to see hopefully a nice long tag team run from you guys, right? If you could wrestle any other tag team, past or present, anyone at all, who would you want to wrestle? James?
With me, I would always say like Owen Hart and British Bulldog. Oh, cool. You know, or Owen and Brett. You know.
Owen and Brett.
Yeah.
See, I love Owen obviously and Brett, but like Owen and Bulldog had a real, you know, they had a real nice synchronicity.
A good chemistry.
Yeah.
Too, yeah.
That's amazing. How about you, Bobby? What do you think?
For me, there's a number of tag teams, but one that comes to mind, actually, one that I wish, you know, it's not going to happen, but Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard, you know, the WWF's version of the Brainbusters or the Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
I think those guys were ahead of their time and just two remarkable tag team wrestlers.
Yeah,
great team, yeah.
Most I love that. You know, the classicists amongst you. You know, going back in time. I thought you might come out with like something new or, you know, one of the recent tag teams. Don't worry about it. It's really good. Listen, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you guys. Best of luck on the tour. We're looking forward to seeing Beer Money do their business in the coming TNA tour. Any final message for the fans in the UK? Straight into that camera over there.
No, definitely come out to the shows because you're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to get really drunk. And if you don't, sorry about your damn luck.
And don't forget your £1 coins. That's very important. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. James, wow. That's cool. I understand. That's the magic hand that you share the room with.
You got to learn that handshake.
I
next
look
time.
forward to it. Man, next time, hopefully.
A-Town down.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I'm from Nashville. Wait, never mind.
Beer Money, guys. Cheers.